All right, welcome back. And still Breakfast Daily. Don't forget that the show is interactive and we do like to hear from you throughout the show on every segment, all the conversations that we're having. And we're right now going to be talking about things that are, in our communities, the experiences that we're having, the challenges, the difficulties, and so on. And so the hashtag is Breakfast Daily on all social media platforms. If you happen to be watching us on regular TV, just use the WhatsApp line. We do want to hear from you, be it flooding, be it electricity, whatever the challenges may be. We want to hear your experiences, share with us and your thoughts on what's happening in your community where you are. So 0550585832 is the WhatsApp line. If you happen to be outside Ghana and you want to comment on any of the things as well, please feel free to do so. Add the country code +233. Of course, I want to remind you that the show is sponsored by Skywater and Creamy Plus. And I want to say a big thank you as well to Note Cosmetics for supporting us here on the show. Yeah, but I want to welcome my co-host. Apioko is here with me this morning.
Yes, I am.
Abi, how are you?
I'm well. How
Fantastic.
are you?
I'm good, thank you. Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got my pink on.
Yes, I know. I love
see.
it. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, it's hot. Yeah. So over the weekend, viewers, you might remember that on Thursday we had an extensive conversation about ECG and the challenges of, paying bills and all of that people were experiencing, and it was across the southern belt of the country. Across different places were experiencing it. But over the weekend, I had to go to get power myself. And I got to on Friday, there was a late announcement that came from ECG whilst I was on Traffic Avenue. And so I read it out.
So this is about 4 something.
This is about 4 something, right? And the announcement said that due to the inconvenience and the challenges that people have been experiencing, the district offices were going to remain open from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. both Saturday and Sunday,
right, to
allow customers to come through, and then buy power and all of that. Okay, so so we have this update here. The update says there that the Electricity Company of Ghana wishes to inform all stakeholders, especially cherished customers, on a prepayment metering system that the issue with the third-party vending points has been resolved. Customers can now purchase electricity credit with their nearest vending points and all ECG district offices, including tomorrow, Sunday, and that's from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Yesterday.
Yes, that's yesterday. So this is what had come prior to the weekend.
Yes, and then they continue to say ECG once again assures our cherished customers that we're working assiduously to restore the Power app for an improved and seamless service provision. Right. So that came through on
Friday.
This one came through on Saturday.
Yes.
But there was one that came through on Friday, like you were saying, while you were on the Traffic Avenue.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But as you went to try to purchase power, how did that
go? So there was a massive queue.
Right.
Crowds at the district office. So this is the Achimota district office. So they share a wall with Achimota Mall.
Right.
Okay. They share a wall with Achimota Mall. Now, it took a while, so I must have been there for maybe an hour, 10 minutes or so. Eventually I got my power bought.
Was it seamless once you got to the point of
when
purchase?
When you join the queue, the queues are just long, and there were different queues depending on what kind of meter you had.
Okay.
So there's the Nuri, there's those with the cards. Those with the cards, I feel those with the cards had the longest queues, but they had the least problems.
Okay.
Right, from my observation, they had the longest queues, but they had the least problems, and so it went pretty smoothly. I mean, if you were in a card queue, you would have spent maybe an hour tops in the queue, and you would get served, and you're done, you're gone, And then, of course, as it grew closer to 4 o'clock, the queues became less and less and less. Now, some of the meters we were told point blank that the systems are not up and running yet, and so people had to go
back
and then
come another day.
Yes, and so on. So there were different people had different experiences. Now for me, once I bought the power, what we were told was that the power should go automatically to the meter, right? The credit should go automatically to the meter. Now, in case it doesn't, there's a token on the receipt. If I punch that in, that should resolve
And that's
the problem.
punching it in on the meter.
It should be resolved, right? So it's one of those electronic meters that works like that. So that's exactly how it happened. When I got home, light was blinking, but still no power. So took the token, punched it in.
And you were good.
And everything was fine. However, I decided that let me attempt to then buy on the app.
Yeah.
Okay. As at yesterday, I tried buying on the app. It didn't work. I tried this morning. It's still not working.
And I mean, from the statement that we just read, it's clear that they've managed to resolve most
Some
of the
aspect
other
of
issues.
it, yes.
Most,
but
the app is still a challenge. The power
so
app is
you
still
would
a
have to
challenge.
go either to a vending point or the district
Right.
office.
What's your experience with that app? Because as at last Thursday, Friday, if you try to log in, we'll log you out.
Yes.
I mean, even if
So,
you're already, a
yes.
lot of the apps that we use on
No,
our phones,
now
you're already
it allows you
logged
to,
in.
now it
This
allows you to log
you-
in.
Okay.
It allows you to log in.
But you just can't.
You can check your history, you can check everything. You can even do the payment process till the end. It's the last point where you are paying, when you click the submitting the amount you want to pay, that it then does the spinning,
okay, and then nothing.
It says data error. It says cannot something. The app is not giving you access to pay. But that's my experience.
So I mean, I had power. We typically try to do the bulk thing. Because my husband and I are not around a lot.
Yeah,
We've got the
you
kids.
can't afford food.
No, we can't play games like that. But however, the month ended on Friday, so we were a little iffy.
Yeah.
Because if the month ends, that means in the next couple of days, you're expecting to do your purchase. Yeah. But when we checked, we had quite enough. On Saturday, though, I still, it was raining for most of the day, but I still wanted to go out and see what the experience was like, because on Friday when I was going home, and this was pretty late, I would say getting to midnight, because we had a few
things
events to go and follow up on, few things that Citi is supporting and all that. Launch of Rhythms on the Runway, by the way. We can talk about that on another day. But yeah, I realized a lot of the area was dark. And it had also been raining on Friday evening, so I thought, okay, when it rains, a lot of. But then I figured that no, it must be that some people just didn't have power. They couldn't purchase power.
Yeah.
So in the morning, I just did a walk through the neighborhood, and really that's what it was. That's what people said. And then if something was happening that was corroborating with what one of our colleagues had said in the office on Friday, that they were a lot of the points of purchase were giving priority to women, pregnant women, and then women who had young children.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and then the elderly as well.
Okay.
So if you're an elderly person, if you're a pregnant woman, visibly pregnant, or you had a young child, they would let you jump the queue.
Yeah, the same thing was happening actually at the Achimota district office, where I noticed that elderly were being given priority. Yeah, so that definitely happened.
A lot. But then power also just went out at some point in certain parts of the area, and this is Ladade Kotopong. A huge part of the area didn't have power because of the rain situation. And then when we had called ECG, I mean, we had power, but just checking in to see what it was, because I was trying to make sure that we had as much information as possible on this issue. They said that I think one of the stations had gone down, or they had to shut it down or something because of the rains. And the rains were also pretty hefty. The rains were also pretty hefty, and it rained all day.
Yeah, I just didn't get that.
Yeah. So I'm glad that at least a lot of people are now able to purchase power. Like we said last week, our lives have become so dependent on so many ways on electricity, and if you don't have electricity, almost as though you might as well cut one of your arms off.
It's very inconveniencing. Everything shuts down.
It is. I heard a number of conversations, just chance upon conversations, people talking about how their meat had gone bad because their freezers had thawed out. Somebody else was talking about the fact that so this is a lady who must have been in her 60s or so. So she's rheumatic. She has rheumatism, arthritis. So she was talking about how she's not able to heat her water because she has an electric kettle.
Yeah.
Yes. And then guess what? Because on that particular Saturday, because of the rains and everything, the LPG plant was not too keen on dispensing. So she also couldn't boil water.
Yeah.
So she was talking about how she struggled to have her bath because
it's cold.
It's cold and it's raining too.
Yeah.
You know, and I just thought, oh my goodness, just how one thing, one problem can affect so many people in diverse ways. And there are things that you don't even think about. There's a young mother there too who also expressed a similar challenge, that she wasn't able to heat water to bath the baby. So she just had to, said she took a candle and then, you know, tried to heat the baby. I mean, how absurd, but these are the things that people had to deal with. So I was just listening to some of these conversations, you know, chance upon some of them. Some people recognized me, so they were a little excited to talk. You know, others, I was just, you know, sort of eavesdropping, picking up the temperature. But yeah, I mean, it's, you can't underestimate the magnitude of something like this. And yes, every now and then, like we spoke about on Thursday, systems, machines, technology, it will fail us. It's man-made. So it will fail us. You know, and you can't predict when it's going to fail you. But ECG really needs to come and tell us what problems they've picked up along the way, what they've identified to have been the primary causes. There are a lot of rumors going around. You know, they need to tell us, state categorically what it is, and then also let us assure us that we're not going to experience something like this of this magnitude again. Because it's 2022.
No, I mean, we need to make our systems
No. There are also a lot of people who aren't able to communicate with their family and whatnot because they couldn't charge their phones and all that. You know, it seems like something so basic that's
very disruptive.
Exactly.
And it just messes everything up. Yeah, you know, we got to do better than that. So I do hope that even as we're resolving this, there's also a resolution at the board level and the management level of ECG to toughen our software protocols and make sure that our systems are so robust, this kind of thing is not going to happen again.
But I mean, kudos to them for getting it back. I mean, some time ago, we could only have dreamed.
Yes, I know, right?
Things resolving themselves in a couple of days. We'll be sitting here for 2 months, so we still will be able to buy power, you know. So kudos to ECG as well for attacking the problem and addressing it and solving it as quickly as possible. But really, we also need to know that something like this is not going to happen on this scale again.
Well,